distance on your left, you'll see the Verrazano Bridge. Staten Island's on the right side of that bridge, Brooklyn on the left side. Don't those towers look like they're leaning away from each other? It should. The Earth is round. Stick 2 pins straight up and down in a rubber ball. They'll lean away from each other. That's how long that bridge is. They have to account for the curvature of the Earth. Reach into your pocket, pull out 2 copper coins, what we call pennies. You take 2 ordinary pennies, put them together like they're a sandwich. That's how thick the copper is on the Statue of Liberty, 2 pennies thick. There needed to be a tower underneath that to support that skin of copper. They're just like drapes. No one sheet of copper bears the weight of any other, but rather they're borne, they're hung, like your skin hangs on ribs and vertebrae and such, so does she. The bridge builder, not the original engineer, but a substitute, Alexander Gustav Eiffel. If you're an American, you have mispronounced his name Eiffel your whole life. It was designing the tower under this thin skin of copper that got him the job to do the other tower in Paris for the World's Fair. When Bartholdi sailed past what is still Bedloe's Island on nautical charts, he made a notation in his journal: the little island is the best possible sight. It's visible from all sides of the harbor. Remember, the Statue of Liberty is actually a lighthouse. It was the first electric lighthouse in the United States. Now, it wasn't really a very good lighthouse, but to this day, anything within a 20-mile radius of it is considered the Port of New York. What Bartholdi saw at the bottom, an abandoned army fort. Castle Wood never fired a shot. It has stone walls filled solid with concrete to secure the base. Castle Wood is named for Colonel Eleazar Daniel Wood. Colonel Wood gave his life for this country in the War of 1812. Do you remember to honor those who laid down their lives to secure your liberty? Was it spite or inspiration? Bartholdi insisted the pedestal be neoclassical Egyptian. Maybe a tribute. Who sacrifices for you more than mom? Sculptor Frederick August Bartholdi's mother, a single mom, paid for her son to go to Egypt for that sculpting job. Did you know the face of this statue is that of Bartholdi's mother, Charlotte? What a woman. One reason it took so long, the scholar who started the project, Edouard de Lavillée, died of natural causes. He did not overthrow Napoleon III. The Franco-Prussian War, if you recall, did. During the war, Bartholdi's hometown was captured. Bartholdi was fighting in the French army. He tried to rescue his mother. He was cut off. Enemy soldiers would live in her home. She would have to care for them. She conquered them with such kindness, they treated her with the love and respect due their own mother. Remember that when you look at this face. Conquering with kindness. Said Bartholdi's wife, Emile, a convenient model for the rest. The ladies dressed in Athenian Grecian robes. Athens, democracy's birthplace. Now my birthplace, same as the steel of the statue, same as Heinz Ketchup. The steel beams that work like our spinal column, there's 4 of them, were donated by the Keystone Bridge Company. President Andrew Carnegie, who Carnegie Hall is named for, Pittsburgh, PA. Look in her left hand. That is not a book. I don't know who started that. Like every Heinz Ketchup label, that's a Keystone. Pennsylvania nickname, the Keystone State. See the notch on the top edge? Keystones are custom cut. They're wider on the top, they narrow at the bottom. The center stone of a stone arch, the keystone, distributes the weight of the arch equally. In a stable democracy, its laws should be applied equally, but it won't be stable long. Rome was the great city of written law, written on the keystone, Roman numerals, July 4th, 1776. The Declaration of Independence, the keystone of our democracy. But for women, for African Americans, we defaulted on its promise. The man who wrote the words kept slaves. Democracy was nothing but a dream deferred. Notice her right leg's behind her left. She is walking, breaking free of the chains of slavery at her feet. After her birthday, this coming October 28th, she's going to shut down for about 9 months. They're going to put in wider staircases inside, so more of you can climb to the top, look down, and see the broken chains. She's wearing sandals, subtle but radical. If you think of your Greek and Roman statues you've seen, men have footwear, women are barefoot. For under Greek and Roman law, only citizens could wear sandals, only they could vote, and only men could be citizens. Art critics of the day thought it was a mistake rather than a very subtle protest.